Welcome to the Metaphysical Mystique, your school for intuitive arts. I am your host, spiritual mentor, life purpose career coach, and soul intuitive, Jamie Jacobson of the Sacred Raven. I'm going to begin with quotes before we start. When we begin with courage to live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. And in consciousness, as fire lights the wood that it consumes, so the soul illuminates the body, the consciousness. Srimad Bhagavatam. And with the infinite, in connection with the infinite, you will find everywhere there is center, nowhere circumference. But to realize this, you must try to live in eternity, in Vaikuntha, which is the spiritual world. And that is by Swami V.R. Sridhar. So, are we ready, everyone? We're going to look at this Virgo Transit, Virgo Moon Transit, that is, and see what we can expect over the course of the next few days. And so, I'm asking the spiritualness that you be ready. Are we ready? Let's begin. I'm going to just start out with promises from God for women. 101 blessings to brighten your day and uplift your soul. And we begin with a quote that says, "You fill my life with joyful moments. The Lord will love you and bless you." Deuteronomy Chapter 7, verse 13. So we're going through this Virgo transit. And when we think about Virgo, what are some of the things that come up for you? Virgos are worry warts. You might have a lot of worries during this time, a lot of stresses. You could be overthinking and going round and round in your mind. A lot of things are coming up that are not going to be so easy. In fact, it hasn't been. So you might find yourself just going round and round in thoughts. So be aware of that. Do what you need to do to stay in the moment. Practice some self-care, some self-love, please. Some patience, prayer, reflection, meditation, writing. Okay, channel spirit through writing. Keep a journal. This way you can go back and reflect upon your thoughts. You have a way to channel these worries because it's going to be heightened at this time. You can be quite productive. These 3 days, 3 days while the Virgo Moon is in transit is a great time to make lists. To sit down and write out the things, write out your thoughts, to create an outline, to make the phone calls that you need to make those copies, to send those bills off, to make those appointments, to make those plans. It's definitely a time for productivity, for working. Virgo loves to work. So do what it is you need to do. Get things orderly if there's a bit of chaos. It'll help your worries less. And if you can get things done and out of the way, they won't burden you. So try to keep those things in mind as we're going through the Virgo's Moon Transit. And we're going to take a look through some of the Oracle as well as the Tarot and see, excuse me, what are some other things that may be an issue for us. And some of the things that may actually be a blessing and relieve us of some things during this time. Okay, so let's take a look at the energy. The goddess of the moon, okay? All right, that one got spit out. All right. Extremes. Now this card, it deals with addiction. This deals with doing things in extremes in thinking, the overanalyzing, the overthinking to the point of panic, right? Indulgence, overeating, overspending. It's too much self-indulgence. It's sexual addictions. It's all of that. It's fiery passions. So there could be rage. So be careful of extremes in emotion, okay? But this card is definitely dealing with that which is too far over onto one side. Things aren't balanced at the moment. For some of you, you're coming out of this, okay? But for others of you, this is a warning. It could very well be somebody around you in your energy, okay? It's not looking good either. They're not somebody that should be around you. Mentally, there's a lot coming to the surface. Fruition is what we've got here. The harvest. That's coming to a place of understanding, epiphanies, breakthroughs, clarity even, okay? You're also doing, like I said, a lot of busy work. You're busy like a bee. You're getting a lot done. But be sure that you don't overwork. Now, extremes could easily point to work, people who are workaholics. So watch it there. Take it easy. Get your rest when you need to. Your body is your temple after all. And we have the will, okay, which is represented by the waning gibbous moon. And in fact, that's where we're at right now. And the card is number 13, which is a 4, okay? That gives us the idea of a higher perspective, higher learning. We see the phases of the moon as well as a picture of the cosmos. All right, she's wearing, her head is crowned with the crescent moon, while she holds the light of the sun at her face. So there's illumination as well as powerful intuition. You're coming into the will of your higher self. The will of God is working through you. Okay? But this spirit cannot manifest itself through you if there is imbalance, particularly chemical imbalance, or anything that prevents the body temple from being in a place, in a state of peace. So try to release, let go, and put yourself in a state of peace. All right? Definitely, the bottom of the deck is 29. Card is 29, which is also an 11. Okay? Very spiritual card. It's about hunger. Okay, we've got the wolf here. And I believe this is talking about what had gone on around the Cancer full moon. All right. there is powerful emotion here, powerful cravings, powerful passions. This is coming either from you or someone near you. All right? Please be very discerning. Very discerning. And there's a lot of protection around you as well. Okay, you will be protected. Remember that. Place hope in that. Pray and remember that when you're in a state of grace, when you're grateful, it makes things so much easier, and it puts you in the moment. It helps you to lay down your burdens and get light and enjoy your life. And that light attracts light, all right? Just like attracts like. Okay? So moving on. I'm going to look at the wisdom of Avalon. Okay? Let's see what they have to tell us. Okay? Here we go. Emotions, feelings, powerful feelings and emotions. It's a 28. You're ending a cycle and beginning a new one, okay? And embrace your emotions. Feel them. Allow them to work through your body. Feel them and then let them go. Don't hold them in. They can turn to poison if they're the wrong kinds of feelings. Feelings of hurt, grief, pain. But you are going through it. You really are emotionally. On one hand, it's heavy. On the other hand, there is much for you to feel light about, to feel happy about, inspired about even. There's a lot that's taking place that's going to be bringing you beauty, happiness. I see you really, really turning out in a way that you're going to be pleasantly surprised, okay? Yeah. Bottom of the deck, there's this strength from the horse. There's this beauty again. Strength, this beauty, this grace. You taking leadership, ownership of your life and your power back, okay? And asking and accepting your help from the spiritual realm. From God. From the angels, okay? Hope and faith is what allows all things to come into fruition. It's what attracts the beautiful things in your life. Without hope or faith, there's nothing. There really isn't. So let's see what the energies are. The chakra energies from the chakra wisdom, okay? For you. Go through Virgo. What more do we need to know through this transit? Perfectionism. Yeah. It's perfectionism. And that's heightened under Virgo. You know, those of you with Moon in Virgo had mothers that were very difficult, and perfectionism was one of the things you learned, and it has been detrimental to you in so many ways. Let the perfectionism go. Now, no one can be perfect, and what it does is actually hold you back and slow you down, and it just frustrates you. Okay, so do things more freely, more with spirit, with more creativity. Don't be afraid to be wrong, okay? We learn a lot from mistakes, from so-called failures, right? You just get back up. You just keep moving, okay? So let's get another one from this deck. Yeah, you're really afraid of not being perfect. It's the imperfections that make you beautiful. Completion. All right. So we have a transformation. We have an ending. And it comes with enlightenment and faith. Absolutely. I really believe you're going to be going on a search. You're on a deep spiritual journey. Some of you are going to be going on these vision quests, these journeys of the heart, of the spirit. But whatever you had gone through, it's coming to completion. Transformation is here. You're putting away the old self. Perfectionism. It's the death of perfectionism within you. It's what's held you back for so long. Trying to find this one perfect thing. Like, say you're writing a book. And you've been trying to write it. But you haven't written it because you could not find the perfect title for it. And yet the book isn't even finished. And it's holding you back. It's stifling your creativity. It's causing you grief. It's causing you stress. It's causing you lack of sleep. It's causing you to find vices to get through. The kinds that hurt you, that you don't need. Okay, what more have we got here? Joy. Live in your joy. It's time to be, yes, perception. It's all about how you see things. Don't be a victim to anything. Don't be a victim to life. Live in your joy. It's time to allow the inner child to come out, to be creative. You know, perfectionism robs creativity. You can't be creative when you're trying to be perfect. So put that down. Creativity is about experimentation. It's about exploration. Okay? It's about playfulness, being light. Do you think you can do that? I think you can. All right. So let's move on. We're going to pull from the Energy Oracle. Let's see what energies we've got here speaking to us. Okay. Caring connections. There could be a relationship that's very important around you. It's significant. It's playing a major role in your life at the moment. Somebody very close to you in your vicinity right now that plays a big role in your life. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Your solid strength, the angel of strength, okay? Number 50, which is about great change. Your strength brings you to the door of personal healing and happiness. There also might be a Leo, okay? You might be carrying Leo energy within you. I wouldn't be surprised. Virgo and Leo are they're side by side. So generally a person born in late Leo will have quite a bit of Virgo in their chart and vice versa. But the door to personal healing and happiness is through your strength. Your strength is also the thing that's going to bring you precisely through that door of personal healing and happiness. Your personal strength. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Rest and rejuvenation. Card number 19, which is a 10, which is a 1. That is the endings and new beginnings. And like we saw here, card 50 with angel strength. That's massive change. That is a full circle. Okay? That is transformation. You need to rest and rejuvenate. Allow your body to heal. Allow your mind to heal. If you have to, purify, detox, cleanse. It's a time to purify. Let the spirit and the passionate fire of God, of the Creator, burn away everything that needs to die. Let it go up in ashes. Okay? And may it bring a new passionate life force through you. Okay? After that, you must take action and get to stepping, my dear. Because you have abundances of things that you're creating. Action card is a 17. That's an 8. That is about creation, abundance, manifestation. Things being brought to the surface, brought to light. You have spirit right above you. Clouds are parting. This is about wholeness. Integrating your shadow. Okay? The more you push that away, the worse it is, because it's more focus on the shadow is what comes out. So let's integrate it into us wholefully. Okay? Moving on. That was beautiful. We're going to go to the Psychic Tarot. Okay? You guys are going to be having powerful spiritual experiences. Lots of breakthroughs. Clarity. Epiphanies. Each in your own individual way. It's going to come to you according to who you are and the stage you're at within your journey, your spiritual journey, and within your life. It could be very subtle, right? Where it just washes over you in a moment of warmth and a flash. Or it could be dramatic, and you have an actual Spirit of God coming to you, appearing before you. Most likely it'll be in your dreams. That's how they like to communicate. Alright? And like I said, use the time to channel spirit through you and write in your journal to get answers. Ask a question aloud and then write. See what happens. Alright. Yep, here we go. On emotions and feelings. You've suffered great emotional loss. This is a time for healing your heart. Heal your heart. We have 5 again. Changes. Yep. Heart healing is going to bring recognition and reward. Absolutely. You're seeing how this process has changed you, where it's leading you, what it's doing for you in your life. You're recognizing it, and you're recognizing the rewards that came with it, with this learning process. Yeah, out of temptation, being led out of temptation. There again, I really believe there's either some Capricorn energy, but this could be, also talking about the season of Capricorn as well. But there's something that's been keeping you enslaved. It's the perfectionism. It's the overthinking, going over and over things in your mind, which causes you to make incredibly bad decisions, causes you to lose sleep. It causes you to be around and stay around people that you ought not be around. These are energy vampires. These are people who are not looking out for your best interest. Okay? Even though you may love them with all your heart, it's kind of time to back off. Use this time for you to receive from Spirit. Okay? Yeah, you've had so much mental conflict. So much. It's been horrifying for you. Mental conflict, emotional loss, your heart's been in pain. There's been temptations, addictions, confusion. Now, it's going to lead to passion. Your recognition, the reward is going to be passion for a new life. Passion again. You're moving on, you know. You're finally going to light some hope for the first time in your life regarding your partnerships, your alliances. Some of you are in business partnerships, right? Some of you are in relationships, ones with people that you've been with for a very long time. There's transformation coming with these, okay? But not without an incredible amount of learning. So when we've got partnerships and passion together ignited, and the transformation card to clarify it with the fulfillment of wishes, heart chakra predominantly figures, you must have spiritual strength and use your wisdom. Apply your wisdom. Stop suffering in silence. Share your wisdom. You have learned so much through all of this. You really have. You can help people out of a horrifying situation, an addiction, a problem with not knowing how to heal a broken heart, with not loving themselves, being gentle. You have learned. You're a mentor, a teacher, okay? Spiritual material rewards are coming. Okay? Get one more from this deck. Okay. Ooh, that's too many. Here we go. That one wanted to come out. It's temptation figuring predominantly heavy. Wow. That's right. Going from that to a material harvest and your crown chakra opening up incredibly. So we have your heart chakra and the crown chakra. These are opening. Make sure you rest so that this takes place for you, that you meditate, that you reflect. A material harvest is definitely on its way. Capricorn energy figures predominantly. Yeah, it's the end of obstacles and craziness. Yeah. And a reward after conflict and defeat, after a long road of pain, you know. Yeah, prosperity is beginning, okay? And you're fertile. You are fertile with all kinds of creativity, spirit, passion, ideas. I mean, you're flourishing, okay? Many of the things that you have been planning and putting into motion, the things you've seeded, are going to be coming to fruition, all right? As well as incredible amounts of wisdom and spiritual food. The things you have learned is just phenomenal, you know? And it's coming at an accelerated rate, with the universe being yours. I mean, just move on. Move on from the old you. It's time to leave those old skins. You know, the Lord, the Creator, the Spirit, cannot put new wine in old wineskins. You see what I'm saying? So you need to freshen up and rejuvenate. Reflect. Rebirth. Okay? It's a new you. It's a new start. Okay? It's like a baptism into a new life. Spiritually as well. Coming alive. Having that fire burn within you. That passion. You gotta really feel it. Okay? Here we are with the Moonology deck. Let's see what we've got here. And after the Moonology, I'm going to take a look at the Crystal Wisdom deck, because I want to provide for you some answers for healing your energy there. And the crystal that's going to be best for you to turn to this week. It's really going to enhance or help deflect energies to put you in a higher situation. Okay? Here we are. Oh yeah, there we go. Emotions running high. Dang. Lots of emotion. Passions. That's right. Hold your vision. Yep, this is about your passion for your life, your vision for your world, your life's purpose. It's amazing. Have faith in those dreams. They're coming. You hold the vision and you pour yourself into it every day. Little by little by little by little. Every day. Do not let the life or the issues or the problems of another person seep into what you've got going and taint it. Alright? Don't let them taint it with their issues, with their problems, with their karma that they have to face. They have a debt to pay. Finally, from Moonology, it says your commitment's being tested. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Because there's going to be adjustments that are required. You've got to do some things. Don't you just love when Spirit has to test you? That means things are not exactly going to be the most fun. It's going to challenge you at every turn. Just remember, you are good enough, more than good enough. More than good enough. And consider exactly what it is you need to release, because a personal issue is going to reach its resolution, all right? That card came from the Moon and Cancer card. Expect powerful change. It's the new moon eclipse. So we've got the full moon and eclipse, all right? So here's the overall conclusion for this. A personal issue reaches resolution, and expect powerful change because of it. Okay? Expect it. Have faith. Have faith. Bottom of the deck. Balance your spirituality and your practicality. Okay? Stay grounded. Don't keep your head up in the clouds all the time, fantasizing and, dreaming, daydreaming. Get to work. Get to things actually being created in your life. But, of course, many of you are ahead of me. You're already doing that. So, you're ahead of the game. You know what you're doing. All right? So, we're going to go and we're going to grab from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle, okay? And we're going to read from the book for you before we close out our reading for this Virgo Moon Transit, all right, my loves? As you go through this powerful spiritual journey and awakening, some of you it being the dark night of the soul, And remember, you guys, I am a certified life coach, okay? Life purpose coach. Those are my areas, right? Existential crisis, spiritual depression, dark night of the soul, shadow work, spiritual awakening, all right? Coming out of the matrix of your life, out of the matrix of the world, being in the world but not of it. So, if you're going through some serious pain, especially in toxic relationships, I'm here. You can look through my website and you can see some of the things I offer. If you don't necessarily like what you see, write to me at my email that will be provided, and we'll set something up specifically for you in your particular situation, okay? Beautiful soul studies coaching session, and we can add some of the cards for inspiration, for some intuitive insight into your situation. All right? So here we are. All right, Spirit, provide to us what we need to know during this Virgo Moon Transit for the collective. January 14th, 2020. Oh, beautiful. Highlight. Okay, so we're going to read that. We're going to look that one up. You might need a little lapis lazuli as well. Okay. And this Brandenburg amethyst. So let's just stick to that. Bottom of the deck, Brandenburg amethyst, okay? With highlight. Which is number 5 again. That's showing change. Brandenburg amethyst is a card 38, which is 11. Alright? So, I'm going to read this card for you. You can get the wisdom from the card, alright? So here we are. Highlight. And it says, highlight draws out impurities from your physical, energetic, and soul bodies. Okay. So purification. And under Virgo, there's no perfect time, more of a perfect time. Virgo is all about purifying, right? It's virginal. It dissolves old patterns, negative thoughts, and toxic emotions, promoting emotional well-being. Highlight stimulates the meridians and grounds the healing properties of other crystals. I really like that. Here's the self-understanding. Subtle ties and influences may be affecting you more than you recognize, okay? Unacknowledged feelings of abandonment or rejection or emotional neediness may underlie dis-ease. Detrimental energies picked up under the influence of drink or drugs could be affecting you, as could someone else's lustful or jealous feelings. But being spaced out and ungrounded also leaves you open to invasion by external forces. So be very careful where your mind goes, all right? Divination, it's time for a thorough clear out in your life. Declutter your space, including your car, detox your body and mind, and try a juice fast for vitality. Healing insight. Regular detoxing and purification on all levels ensures well-being, as does being anchored on earth. The frequency is earthy. The chakra is the base, the sacral, the ear, the star, the solar plexus. Its timing is of the spring. Okay, and so big spring is going to be huge time. That's when the cycles are being turned over for incredible life changes. Purification and spiritual discernment is the soul path. spiritual discernment, purification, and spiritual discernment. Imagine that. Detrimental energies picked up under the influence of drink and drugs could be affecting you, as could someone else's lustful or jealous feelings. Remember, being spaced out and ungrounded leaves you open to invasion by external forces. Be very careful how you use your mind. Protect your mind, and especially during this Virgo moon, which enhances it. Okay? And think about your family's history. Was there a lot of mental illness? Were there strokes? Nervous breakdowns? You know, you could give yourself one in a time like this that is very hard to deal with. In times that are critical to deal with, call upon the Spirit, which will be there for you. Pray. And like I said, sit down. Look up some quotes as prompts, as journal prompts, right? Sit down and allow the Spirit to work through you. See what comes through. Ask a question and then write it out and see what answer you are given. See that if it is in fact Spirit working through you, okay, as inspiration. But I really want you guys to take it easy right now. Just try to get organized, do what you need to do for your future. Make your phone calls, get your things straight, write your list out, get some work done, get lots of rest. Purify your body and your heart and your mind. Purification, right? Cleanliness is next to godliness. And with that, I'm going to wrap up and remind you guys that you can definitely reach me at my website if you're interested in having a therapeutic session, coaching session with me. I do those as well as the readings, if you're interested in those as well. And I do them from as small as the budget readings for 1111 for audio, okay? One question. Everybody gets a little something from me, so go ahead and check out what I do provide at the moment. And if you want something special, you can contact me at the spiritual business at thesacredraven.coach. All right? I love you all, and I will see you soon. Thank you for being here with me at the Metaphysical Mystique. Voila. I shall see you soon.